If I were to ask each of you to give me a definition of animal welfare and then compare all the responses, they're all probably going to be a little bit different. Some of you may emphasize if the animal is healthy, while others may place more emphasis on if the animal has the ability to perform natural behaviors. However, many of you may fail to think of the third pillar of animal welfare, which is an animal's emotional status. This may just be due to the fact that emotion in animals is hard to measure, as there aren't any direct measures. However, one of the 5 freedoms is actually the freedom from fear and distress. Thus, it is essential for animal agriculture and the cattle industry to be able to quantify emotion in animals. Doing this would actually provide us a comprehensive understanding of an animal's welfare status, while also providing us with the tools we need to assure consumers of the welfare statuses of the cattle within our care. However, another possibility is that we would be able to emotionally optimize the cattle for their roles in different sectors of production. Thus, our lab sought to identify a test that would be able to quantify fear and anxiety in cattle. The test we believe that may be able to accomplish this is the Startel test, as it has been effective at identifying behavioral differences amongst different genetic lines in pigs. So to test this, we took 32 steers and placed them individually into a pen, and then opened 2 umbrellas simultaneously 60 seconds later. Number of steps, along with the number of standing bouts, or when they stood still for more than 5 seconds, along with the total time spent standing, were all measured during this 5-minute test. 5 weeks later, we then retested all of the same animals. However, cattle are gregarious creatures, and the panic induced by socially isolating them from their herd mates may have actually confounded our data. Thus, we decided to perform the same test, but this time we put 4 animals in the pen at the same time. We found that the steers took fewer steps, had longer time spent standing, along with having an increased number of standing bouts in the group Startel test than either of the individual tests. We also found no behavioral differences between each of the individual tests, indicating that while the individual test is repeatable, the behavioral responses seen is actually reduced during the group test. But further evaluation is needed to validate the efficacy of the Startel test at quantifying the fear and anxiety responses in cattle, but also the possibility of the group test to be able to quantify the impact of isolating an animal from its herd mates on their behavior. Thank you.